Hi and welcome. Today I want to talk about something that frustrates many developers. That is site plan rejection. So you've done the due diligence, or so you thought. Maybe you've even worked with consultants, crunched numbers, and checked the zoning. But when the proposal is submitted finally to the city planning department, it comes back with objections, comments, and even a rejection. Why does this happen often, especially with small to mid-size infill developments? Let me break down the three common reasons and give examples of how to avoid each of these reasons. Reason number one, assuming zoning compliance means planning approval. This is probably the most misunderstood dynamic in development. Zoning bylaws tell you what's legally permitted, but planning departments are looking at a bigger picture. They want to know, does your building respond to the context? Does the massing align with the neighborhood character? Is the front elevation treating the street respectfully? I had a client once who submitted a proposal for a 4-story mixed-use building in a zone that technically allowed 4 stories. But the surrounding buildings were mostly 2 to 3 stories. The planners flagged it for contextual incompatibility, even though it met the bylaws. We had to come back with a revised massing that stepped the upper floor back from the street, that added weeks. If we had factored that into the initial schematic, we would have saved time and signaled alignment from the start. So reason number two, vague or undeveloped site layout. Let's say your site plan shows the building footprint, maybe a driveway, a note that says parking to be determined. That's not going to fly. Cities need to see turning radii, fire truck maneuvering or access, bike parking and waste pickup strategy, even in schematic form. The more uncertain those aspects are, the more questions they will have. And with each round of clarification, of course, the clock is ticking. In a recent project, a team I supported showed vehicle access on the narrow side of a lot. I sketched an alternate version that repositioned the entry to reduce conflict with pedestrian flow. The planners thanked us and approved that part without comment. Reason number three, not addressing the public realm. This is especially true in urban infill. Planners want to see how your building improves or at least respects the public experience. What's happening at the sidewalk level? Is the entry visible and accessible? Are you considering landscaping or pedestrianscape? These things often don't appear in zoning tables, but they weigh heavily in approval. In one case, I helped a client add a low planter and a small overhang to define the main entrance. Simple design moves, but it showed we were thinking about the pedestrian experience, and it helped gain support from the review committee. This is why I start every single project with a zoning-informed sketch that also considers context, access, public realm, not just the box. It doesn't take weeks, it takes 2-3 hours with the right focus. If you're a developer who wants fewer revisions, faster reviews, and stronger early support from the city, start with better early phase visuals. I've got a 1-page flyer with samples of how I approach this. If you'd like to see it, send me a message and I'll share it with you. Thank you very much.